Glad you could make it today.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Stewart, the creator of the Vancouver B Movie Factory, and I could use some place to calm down. Where can I go? Oh, I have a great idea. Let's do this. Okay, guys, this is gonna be a good one. Introduce yourselves.
I'm TJ Radcliffe. I'll be the writer, from which it follows that my favorite pastime is drinking.
Hello, I'm Scott Taylor. I will be the editor for this evening's episode, and my favorite pastime has to be cheesecake.
Hello, I'm Richard Scourge. I'll be the director of this episode. My favorite pastime is just being silly.
Hello, my name is Mariana Galovic. I'm here as an inspiration, and my favorite pastime is napping.
Hi, I'm Susan Ma. I'll be inspiration today, and my favorite pastime is gardening.
And I'm Jimmy Stewart, and this is the Vancouver B Movie Factory. Yay! So guys, I think we're gonna have a really good time this time.
Why?
Well, why don't you guys tell us where we're going?
Let's introduce ourselves properly, where exactly we came from. We came here from the Dr. Sun Yat-Sen Classical Chinese Garden.
We got the first ever classical Chinese garden built in the world outside of China. The neat thing was that it took 10 years, more than 10 years, a decade to plan and 1 year to build. So it was built from 85 to 86. And if you were around in 86, which I'm pretty sure you were, 1986, does that ring a bell?
Expo time.
Oh, there you go,
Yes,
Expo
yes.
86. So one of the goals was to complete it in time for the Expo as well.
Imagine that, somebody who actually applied the 80-20 rule and got it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The heck out of
Yep.
it and then executed and it's like, hey,
Measure
it
twice, cut
works.
once. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is the epitome of the sophistication. And if you do, there is the whole culture precinct there. There's the Chinese Culture Center, there's the museum, and of course there is a garden. The classical Chinese garden is modeled after so-called scholars' gardens. And it's a home garden. Then once when you step in, you see the completely new and different world.
It's beautiful, it's serene, it's like a piece of China in the heart of the city, really. But there's a lot in it that I find is quite universal, like this desire to be close to nature, reflecting, meditating. So yeah, it's meant to be a place where you can sort of stop and enjoy.
Relaxing.
Yeah, and it's more quiet, and you felt the beauty, you felt the balance, you have the yin and yang, you felt, as we say, qi, the life-giving force. And still nowadays, it's fascinating to me. This is one of the rare example in Vancouver you can find something that was built by hand. It took them a year to build it. Material was all brought from China. Every pebble, every stone, the harvested stone from the Taihu Lake in China, everything was brought from China in 950 crates. So you can only imagine when they arrived in Vancouver with 53 artisans who knew exactly the technique of the 13th and 14th century exactly. So if you can imagine, I mean, I am guessing you're all of the European descent, if you can imagine someone knew how to rebuild and recreate the Scottish castle with exactly the same techniques. So no power tools, no screws, no glues were used, and all the layers and many layers of lacquer, some of the non-wood that is extant in China was the government of China gift to us as well, and it was rare, right? Because China was not what it is nowadays, and political climate was different. Everything was different back then. When you come to the garden, think about basically this is our Mona Lisa. So this is our precious art craft. So when people walk on it, it's almost as if you can imagine you are actually walking on a Mona Lisa.
Talking about it is one thing, but really experiencing it is a whole other thing. That's one of the real, I think, joys of being in the garden, is that it really does transport you in time and place. You actually do feel like once you step inside, that you're not in Vancouver anymore, you're not in 2016 anymore, you're 600 years ago in the past, halfway across the world. And that's the real power in it. And it is a museum, and that's one of the reasons why it is maintained as such. But the unique feature is that it's not a conventional museum. It's considered to be a living museum, meaning we don't rotate around exhibitions, we don't have new shows on all the time. Mother Nature is the show.
If I could just pitch this, I think that this gives us a crux of something we can do for the movie.
Tom, are we supposed to listen now?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll
yes,
listen.
You listen
Then I'll ignore it.
and then
but
you'll ignore
go
it.
ahead and speak.
But give me a second. So what I think is, I mean, it may what?
I'm listening. I want you to
Go
know
on.
that we're
Pay
listening.
attention.
See, he's
We're
listening.
listening. We're
So,
listening.
I think what we should do is we should
It's an ongoing gag.
seriously.
He always feels like he's not being listened to, so now they're trying to.
Okay.
You're going to give him a complex.
I certainly hope so.
I just think what we should do is have a person who's basically. I mean, if we could shoot this outside and inside of the gardens, what we could have is try and capture the sort of hustle and bustle of modern life. So, you know, buses and cars and people and mobile phones, etc. Someone walking down a regular street kind of thing, and, you know, maybe they're all anxious about something, so that, you know, they have they've got some deadline with their job, whatever. And so basically, we're talking normal life. Everyone's stressed out, so, you know, this guy will be like that, or girl, could be a girl. And then what will happen is, well, this is where you two come in, but basically what will happen is this person will end up in the garden. Either they're transported there in a sort of magical sense, or they just so happen to walk in. And at this moment, we literally stop time for this person, and we feel the sense of anxiety and stress and just modern life just dissipate as it becomes completely irrelevant, and the garden itself exerts its influence, as it does when you go there. And you can't help but feel like your pulse and time is slowing down, and we could make an entire beautiful montage of someone just feeling everything just let go and feeling this serenity in their life. And then, you know, when they emerge from this place, they, you know, they're no longer anxious about everything that's just, you know, driving them crazy. There's a center and a calm in their soul. So it's kind of an obvious thing, I guess, but I think that is the most obvious thing that hits me about the kind of story we should tell, because that is the crux of what, you know, you want this garden to do to people. You know, you want it to influence their soul and be present within them, so that when they leave it, they bring part of it with them.
And they walk out of the garden and into the street, where all the hustle and bustle and everything is still going on.
But they're moving so slowly compared to everything so quickly.
Serenely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the serenity has gone with them. It's carried with them. And we close with the garden.
Yes.
Or something. That's up to you.
Yes.
I don't know if we can do a double exposure
Yes.
shot where we got, like, you know
That's
like
our beginning,
that shot
middle,
of
and
traffic moving
Yes.
really quickly and a person just walking
You've
very
already
slowly.
high-fived.
But that'd be
It's
cool.
done.
Yeah, it's done. We high-five it, so it's done.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Yes.
Okay.
That'd be
So-
good. No? Like very slow shutter speed on one sort, and very, you know, just one person. Cool.
Yeah, go easy.
It's gonna be cool.
And we have 8 hours.
Okay, well, that's our
And you
story.
got
Tune
the
in next
access
week.
of
When
the garden, yes. Yeah.
Okay, we got it.
We like
Wow,
it.
wonderful.
Okay.
I think
We like
got a
it.
smoking idea.
So we
Good.
should take this back to the group?
Yep.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right, excellent.
Excellent. Okay.
Stay tuned.
Come join Richard Scourgy and me, his robot Toasty, as we banter on our space station while showing Vancouver independent films and how they are made. Check your local listings for airtimes on Shore TV.
See you next time.
It's a great night to meet up at the garden, get some tea, and get our creative juices flowing.
Hi, I'm TJ Redcliffe. I'm the writer.
Hello. Good. I'm Richard. I'll be the director.
Hi, Richard.
Hello.
How's it going?
Isn't it obvious who I am yet?
Sole commander of all things digital.
I'm Scott Taylor. I will be the editor
Scott.
and composer and visual effects composer and everything else.
Welcome everyone, I'm Mariana Galovic. I'm your host tonight, along with my colleague Susan Ma. we work and passionately love Dr. Simon's classical Chinese garden.
So, this is our idea.
So, very simple film, basically about one person who is living a high-speed, high-anxiety, high-aggression, modern life, walking down the street, bumping into people, shouting at people on his phone. There's traffic, it's noisy, he's unhappy. Normal life. Wants to find some place so he can talk on his phone and shout, sees the entrance, comes in, and is overwhelmed by the serenity of the garden. We explore the garden with this person. They leave the garden, walk back out into the street, into the noise, into the chaos, but they bring the serenity with them and move quietly through the crowd. So that's the whole story. Very simple.
That's gonna look fantastic.
It's going to look fantastic. It's going to sound fantastic.
Yeah, enough of that. Let's go see the garden.
Come on, guys. I would like to show you the garden and show you what we all talk about. So just follow me.
Look, the gang can hardly hold their enthusiasm. Even though it's nighttime, there's still a lot of great things to see.
We're excited about this project and we wanted to make sure that you guys felt as comfortable as possible. We know that there's...
We got to see a lot of great things and got inspired by a lot. Now it's time to separate and figure out who's doing what.
And they just seem so at home in the world. This place.
I hate when that happens. Hello, we're going to make a film about stuff and things, as you often do.
So, what do you think?
Come join Richard Scourgy and me, his robot Toasty, as we banter on our space station while showing Vancouver independent films and how they are made. Check your local listings for airtimes on Shore TV.
See you next time.
It's shoot day! And what a day to shoot. Everyone signing in? And people are already in makeup. Angela does a great job. Okay guys, it's 2 hours in and they're just about to shoot the first shot. Let's watch.
Actors ready?
Right on set.
Action! Nice. Perfect. Cut!
And now it's time to shoot inside the garden. Okay, we're 4 hours in and we're a little bit behind schedule, but not too far. Let's watch.
Action!
Perfect. That is quite possibly the stupidest thing I've heard all week.
Cut! That's great. Oh, I love it. That's so good. Okay, moving on. Action!
Just this once. Just get it right once and hold the edge. It's just
Cut!
Okay, it's 5 hours in and it's time to enter the cave. Let's watch.
We thought you'd been eaten by a troll, Richard. Huh?
We thought you were crying in the cave.
Yeah, that's me. So there's this thing about lights, right? You can either go like shallow depth of field and open up your eyes a whole bunch, or you can really crank the ISO. And I'm kind of in between, but the depth of field is really, really shallow at 2.5. So I'm just gonna let Scott yell at me later. Okay, ready? Camera's rolling. And action! Cut! Sweet. Sweet! Action! Cut! Very nice. I lie.
Okay, we're just over 6 hours. We're a little bit behind schedule, but they're doing the mountain stuff. Let's watch.
Yeah, we'll do one of these. These are like in every movie you've ever seen. Where you see the look down shot, right? Yep. Sort of pans across because they needed 4 seconds. So. Action! You can't use that bit? Cut! Cinema perfection.
Okay, we're up to the 7-hour mark and it's one last shot back outside, but it seems to be a problem. That noise. What is that? It's getting louder. What is that? What are we gonna do?
Here we go. Here we go. Action! This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. And that's a wrap, baby! Nice! Woo! Woo! Well done! Thank you!
It's a wrap! Oh my God!
Okay, we're 8 hours in and they got all the stuff done and got all the shots, but I'm kind of lost, so you don't have to worry about that. All you have to do is to
Watch our film! Yeah! Come join Richard Scourgy and me, his robot Toasty, as we banter on our space station while showing Vancouver independent films and how they are made. Check your local listings for airtimes on Shore TV.
See you next time.
welcome back. So guys, what'd you think of the location?
It was amazing.
Wasn't it? It
Yeah.
was absolutely cool. Great location, very colourful. You can't really ask for better than that for shooting this kind of movie. And, well, you can ask what the director thinks. Director?
I would say it was easily the best day of filming of my life. It was fantastic. Best one yet. It goes out to extend to location, guests, all that stuff was fantastic. But the crew, the extension of all those people, it was just amazing. Really, really amazing, top to bottom.
There wasn't a single fist fight. It was great.
Yeah, it was unusual this time. Yeah. No, it really was. Truly was. It was everything that Vancouver B Movie is about at its finest, right? Everyone came together. Nobody complained about anything. It was a huge effort. Loads of people. A beautiful day. A wonderful location, which was fantastic. And well, we'll see. We'll see if you like the movie. But I had a great time. So that one's going to stay in my memory for ages.
No, that's high praise, but that's very true, actually. I feel the same way about it, too. And how about if the people at home want to get in touch with you guys, how would they go about doing that?
Absolutely. You can find us in Vancouver's Chinatown at 578 Carroll Street.
And you can find us online at www.vancouverchinesegarden.com.
Excellent. Cool. So, guys, you want to watch this movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Let's see it.
Okay. So, how about in the control room? You guys ready in there? Yeah. Excellent. Let's do this. Roll it.
teamwork, and I'm getting really tired of listening to excuses of why when you're going to not do something, just try it. Just try it.
Yeah, well, that is quite possible. This thing I've heard all week.
I just need you to do what you do best.
So, guys,
That was amazing. It was so beautiful. I loved it. And the music. I really liked the music. You really captured the essence of the garden and what we hope to bring to people, to transform that experience for them, to get out of the busy, the hectic, the city, and just take a deep breath and enjoy the moment. It was perfect. I loved it.
Yeah. It was brilliant. I worked there every day, and yet seeing this movie, I was almost brought to tears. I couldn't wish for better. Everything we've been trying to say and to show to people, you've shown with a minimal words, with the happiness, with the music and everything, and it just at a time when the main character is actually relaxing the shoulders, that's just priceless. Everything was just brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank
you
you very much.
really found the pulse and the heart of the garden. Thank you.
Oh, I'm really glad you liked it, because that was a lot of effort by all of us, and that's the payoff. Is if we nearly brought you to tears, it's too bad you're not crying. That would have
It's close. It's close. She's very classy.
That's all right. We're all very controlled here. But hey, that's good that you liked it. So.
Yeah, as I said, it was the best day of filmmaking I've ever had.
Wow.
And so there it is. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you so
wonderful to
much.
hear that.
I want to thank you guys for the great work you did. You really put your heart and souls into it, and it shows. So thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for allowing us to come and play in your environment.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure and an honor, actually. This is beautiful work. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I feel exactly the same. Yeah, it was fantastic. I don't have words to describe.
Yes. Well, thank you so much.
And thanks for all the people who did show up from the Vancouver B Movie Factory. The people you don't see, they're using the cameras right now and everything like that. The people that came out to the shoot, they're all Vancouver B Movie Factory members, and they all did this for fun, volunteered, and I think they did a great job. If you want to be part of the crew, just take a look right here and come out into our next meeting. And if you want to sponsor us, please send me a little bit of a message on this email message right here. It really truly does take teamwork to make this dream work, and I really would like you guys to come out and be part of the team. But also, thank you very much for watching tonight. Thank you. Good night.
Goodbye.
Yeah, so we can still talk.
Okay. Oh, wow. No, seriously, that was amazing.
That was, yeah.
Well
Seriously,
done.
I got
Holy cow.
goosebumps, and it's like, okay, this is everything I always wished I could put in words. You actually shown, and it's just brilliant.
Richard Scourgy and me, his robot Toasty, as we banter on our space station while showing Vancouver independent films and how they are made. Check your local listings for airtimes on Shore TV.
See you next time.